Welcome to the show.
This is The Adults Are Talking, and today we're talking about Epstein files again.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, everybody, after a major event this last weekend where we talked about Epstein, I want to just kind of give you a little bit of an update because we've been covering other stories as well. Breaking day, President Donald Trump said, any credible information, let them have it.
That's Charlie Kirk saying that Trump said, if there's any credible information, let them have it. Let us have it.
I thought that was the whole point all along.
Yeah, I don't know who's there advising on this situation, but it is just getting really ridiculous.
It's just goes round and round and round. It's like, and then there's all these conspiracy theories that come out. It's like, guys, it's not that complicated.
That is so dumb. So you mean to tell me the Mossad or the CIA set up a really high-profile person to set up this elaborate, complex web of blackmail that could crumble at any minute and implicate everyone involved for the sole purpose of extracting information that they could easily do with a wiretap?
Right.
Okay.
It's not that complicated. Look, the guy was a gross pedophile that had this major trafficking operation going on, okay? We don't need to watch the porn of it. We just want the names. We just want the names because we actually care about young girls. You know, that's what it's about. That's just stick with that. Focus on that.
We want to see justice served in such a disgusting, monstrous crime.
Yeah. I mean, it was over 1,000 young ladies.
1,000?
Over 1,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And that's disgusting. Like, thank God it got shut down. But it's like, it can't just be him and his madam, whatever she was. I can't say her name and never say it right. Ghislaine? Is that
Ghislaine?
Ghislaine? Gazelle? I don't know. But anyways, and then they're like, oh, we can just squeeze her for information. She's going to talk. It's like, are you really going to trust someone that's a known liar and conniving
what credibility does she have now? She could just start naming anyone as blackmail to get her out of there.
It was Ronald McDonald and Elmo. It's like, come on.
Yeah, the best thing they can do is just to put out and start, or don't give us the information, just start arresting people who were involved in the trafficking.
That's it. That's all we want taken care of is just the trafficking of it.
We know all those different people that were at his parties being photographed with these women, Bill Clinton. We know these other high-profile people were there.
Yeah.
And so we want to see people be brought to justice.
Yeah, I mean, we're not saying that everybody that was at the island was a part of this. Of course not. But come on. You can't tell me that over 1,000 girls and it's just Jeffrey is the only one doing the deeds.
And then the video that they put out, they found out that it had been edited.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you want us to forget about it, but you keep leaving all these clues out there that make it difficult to just let it go.
Yeah. That's just, and then the more conspiracy theories pop out of the blue. It's like they've really made a giant mess of this, and Trump should just stop talking about it himself. Like, have someone else talk, because he's just making a bigger mess of it.
I don't know why anyone's interested in this.
Oh, come on. It's been the talk for decades.
One of the biggest crimes of the century.
Right.
Why does anyone care? I mean, we're Trump supporters, but I mean, come on.
Come on. You can't just sweep this under the rug. They already tried to sweep it under the rug in Florida, with that whole thing, and that became a debacle. And then they finally brought him to justice, and Ghislaine to justice. So it's like, come on, they have the evidence. It's not like they don't have evidence. There was a trial.
Here's my conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Okay.
It's MI6.
The midterms are coming up. Trump wants them to go well, because if they go bad and he doesn't get enough people elected, his agenda's in jeopardy.
Yeah.
And so if there's anything that gets in the way of the midterms, I think right now, he's trying to avoid. And so if there's people on this client list, politicians or other people in power, donors maybe,
Big
that
donors,
are,
yeah.
that could be brought down, it could jeopardize the results
Well, Laura Loomer,
of the
sorry,
midterms.
Laura Loomer's been suggesting that based on things that she's read
Oh,
and
yeah?
found. She's saying that she believes that the client list involves high profile politicians, I mean senators, congressmen, women, whatever, and big donors. So this could make things kind of crumble in that arena, or definitely could affect the midterms. And when you have a slight majority in both, it's a big deal. So that's Trump's trying to just make it go away, and it's not going to go away. You got to deal with this.
There's a saying that says there's nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. And, I think this idea of the Epstein files isn't going away, because it's just been building and building, and there hasn't been full transparency. And this is just keeps stoking the fire in people who are wanting justice to be done. I mean, just imagine if that whole Madoff Ponzi scheme never got resolved.
Yeah.
And people were just going on and on about, just forget about it. I know we know millions has been stolen, but just forget about it.
Yeah.
There's just too much of that. I mean, look at the shooter in Vegas, that whole situation.
Oh, yeah. We never found out his motive.
There's too many of those things that have happened, and people have just had enough. We need answers to things.
Yeah, Maui fires. We've never got answers on that. We still haven't got answers on Cook with the assassination attempt. It just piles and piles and piles. And it's like, why don't we get any answers? What's going on here?
I mean, this was the driving force.
Oh, the UFO. We still haven't, and the balloons. We still haven't got anything. And were they drones? Where did they come from?
Yeah. And so it builds up, and maybe it isn't so much. And even though it is relevant and important that we find out who these people were involved in this Epstein thing, I think the Epstein thing is just a face for something that's much bigger. It's become the face of injustice for all these other things that we want transparency and justice done.
Yeah. And a lot of these things could just be simple answers, but they are so hush-hush about it that it just builds and builds and builds. It's like, just give us the simple answer. Or if you're going to give us a BS answer, don't make it so stupid. Like you just threw it together, know?
Don't use cheap Adobe editing software that makes it easily discoverable.
Yeah, exactly. We're smarter than that. We may be kind of dummies, but we're smarter than what they're putting out there.
So I have a feeling this won't be the last we'll be doing an episode on this. This seems to be an ongoing conversation situation. So make sure you keep tuned in to this show to find out the latest
on the Epstein files.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and
thanks for listening.